Hello, teacher.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yes, I'm Lord, and what's your name?
My name is Bella. My name is Bella.
Bella. Okay, are you ready for the speaking?
Yes.
All right. So this is your we have three parts actually. 1, 2, 3, and we start with the first one. Okay. Now, first question for part 1. Do you have a hobby?
Yes, I do. I have a hobby. My hobby is playing piano and reading books. I very enjoy it, and I do it when I have free time. It makes me feel relaxed and happy.
Okay. Now, do you have the same hobbies as your family members?
No, I don't have same hobbies as my family members. They have many different hobbies, but they have many different hobbies from me. Like my mother like cooking. My father like playing chess, and my sister like drawing. And their hobby is actually different from me. So I don't have a hobby like my family members.
Okay. Now, have you had um, that hobby of reading books when you were a child?
Yes, I have my hobby reading books when I was a child. Mm, when when I'm a child, my dad like me to my dad like my dad like me to reading books. So I started reading book at when I was 5 years old. I started with comic books, um, and I read the and I started comic books with a little letters, and now I can read a book with many letters.
Okay. Now, are there any other hobbies that you admire but you don't do?
Um, yes.
Okay.
That's my hobby that I admire is cooking. I like it when I was 8 years old. When I was that time I was watching a cooking video on the internet. I really like cooking, but when I when I come to the kitchen, I make and when I come to the kitchen, wouldn't wouldn't make uh, a delicious food. I so this that time I was small, I so I give up and I won't do that again.
All right. Um, we are going for part 2. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Now for part 2, this is what you're going to do. All right, here. This is your part 2 prompt. You describe a place in a village you visited. You should say where it is, when you visited this place, what you did there, and how you feel about this place. You have 1 minute to prepare your answer. Okay. Okay, your time is up, so you can start speaking now.
Um, uh, in my life, I visit many places, but um, the places that I remember is a temple when I visit in my mother's hometown. I visited that small temple when I was 8 years old, and I was small, and I went to that small temple with my family. I went to there and I just play outside the temple because that time I was small and my mother and my father would do everything for me. I feel when I come to this place, it's a small place, so it's peaceful and it doesn't no, it didn't have many. It didn't have many. It didn't have many. It was a small place, and when I visited, I was small, so I didn't have a.
Are you done?
It's okay. I'm done.
Alright. Can you speak a bit louder, okay?
Okay.
You seem to be you seem to be nervous. Speak louder, okay?
Yes.
Now to part 3. Do you think people will live in villages in the future?
Yes. Can you repeat the
Do
question?
you think people will live in villages in the future?
I think people will live in the village in the future, but the people who live in the village in the future is don't have many live in the village because city is have the greatest have the greater no, but city have the better life, and I think people will choose living in the city, and people who choose living in the countryside in the village in the countryside is very small, some country will don't have village.
Okay. Why do people? What do people usually do when they visit a village?
I think people, I think people usually visit the temple there to the temple, the temple to meet the old people there, and they will to meet the old people there, and they will the old people there will teach travelers some tradition about it.
Okay.
About their
And the last
hometown.
question: is there anything special about villages in Vietnam? What is special about villages in Vietnam? If there is any,
I think
if there are any.
yes, it's special in the village in Vietnam. The village in Vietnam have many special tradition, and and they will make interest. They will make the travelers there interested about that.
Okay. I think that should be all for you. Thank you very much and goodbye.
Bye, teacher.